Hi and welcome to my Visual Basic game. I actually call this game Sheriff in Town. So let me start by clicking on the buttons. So the whole idea is we have enough art out there and we also have some outlaws. Okay, so if we manage to secure one sheriff, that's it. A sheriff is secured. We automatically have 8 points. And now we've secured more more art. No. Anytime you hit an outlaw, it's minus by 1. Now we don't want that. And that is that. That's how the game goes. You can see the more sheriff you get, the more scores you have there. But the disadvantage is if you mistakenly click the sheriff, because the good cop can also become a bad cop. Whoa, you see what happened? Once a good cop become a bad cop, that's it. The system is loud. You see, the bad cop is come to stay. So let's get that. Okay, you see that? And you cannot click on the bad cop anymore. You can also reset if you click here. That's it. Just like any other interesting game. It's not. I think it's an interesting game because you can always modify this to do whatever you intend to do. So if you guys would like to see the code, let me just show you how I've put together this tutorial. Okay, now the first thing is I put together 28 buttons. There they are, 28 of those. I have not given it or allocated any special name. It's just button 1 to button 28. And I also have a label right here. Where's my label? There it is. And assign 0 to it because I'm going to use it for incrementation. Then the next thing was this very form. Just add a name right there. Actually call it Sheriff in Town. Okay, a Sheriff in Town. That's the name of this very form. If you double click on it or you select this tab, see the rest of it. You see my code there. Now the first thing I did was to declare a boolean variable. These very lines of code is not useful to me. It's just in case if you want to embed the music into it, so I can delete that. The next thing is my buttons. I actually create a function for the button and added all of my buttons from button number 1.click to button number 2.click and so on up to button 28.click. Alright, then right here I declare 2 more variables. Dim random as new, dim number as string. And here that's number equals random dot next. Okay, this means the number we generate randomly between 1 and 3. And if q is equals to false and number equals 1, then I want the outlaw to show up. And once the outlaw show up, you hear the background sound of the shooting and the outlaw image comes up. You will lose a point there. The next thing is that very button will become disabled. You won't be able to click it. But if you have one, you increment label 1 by 1, and this star button actually comes up. And we also have the variable becomes false here. If label equals 4 or less than 10, we want this to appear, and that is the image for the sheriff. Okay, and if it's equals to 4, that will give us 8. At the end of the day, we end up with more sheriff in town anyway. And that's how I've put together these very lines of code. The next thing I've done is actually, if you double click on the label, okay, it will reset all of the buttons. I just use the label to reset the buttons. That's it there. Okay, and it will also enable all of the buttons. Once all of the buttons is enabled and the images are deleted or clear of the buttons, the label automatically defaults to 0, which means you're starting another game. So let me just play this game again one more time. You guys see what I'm talking about. Okay, that is it, guys. You can hear the outlaw gun. We don't want the outlaw because the outlaw will give us problems. So let's see if we can get 1 or 2 sheriff. Yeah, we've got a sheriff right here. Alright, before we lose points, oh no, we've just lost 1 point there. We've gained another 1 point. Now we've gained 15 points. And that is how the game is played. So I suppose you all enjoyed, and I just call it bye for now. You all have a nice day now.